Forget boring gadgets. This is a treasure chest of genius tools you never knew you needed. These 100 cool finds will have you saying, "Where has this been all my life?" It's crazy how fast this thing eats through rough edges. The wood feels smooth enough to run your hands across without a snag in just a few passes. Drilling straight holes doesn't have to feel like guesswork. With this little guide, every cut stays neat and lined up, saving you from the usual wonky results. Road trips hit differently when the snacks stay fresh and the drinks are ice cold. It's a small comfort that makes the longest drives feel way easier. Cruising the streets on basketballs instead of wheels? That's a wild idea. 1 minute you're riding, the next you're shooting hoops. And then you're back on the move like nothing happened. Way more practical than those squeaky airbeds. It folds out smoothly, feels solid, and actually gives you a decent night's sleep without the hassle. That one screw buried in the corner? Yeah, this bendy lifesaver actually reaches it without the swearing. No more eyeballing crooked shelves. One red line and suddenly you look like a pro. Because some corners don't play fair, this little add-on sneaks in and does the job anyway. Drop a bolt under the car? Just fish it out like you've got superpowers. Cuts cleaner, faster, and smoother than the push saw you grew up with. Once you use it, you'll never go back. This electronic champ saves your wall and your life. Pretty good trade-off for a pocket-sized gadget. Ever had a hinge go wonky? Not with this. Holes land dead center every time. Guesswork is just so overrated. This gives you exact numbers down to fractions of a millimeter. Wrap it, heat it, and boom! Wires look clean and safe. Way better than messy tape jobs. Tracing weird angles doesn't have to be a nightmare. This ruler just locks in place and does the math for you. Any table becomes a workbench. Sometimes all you need is a solid grip. No more wrist cramps from turning 100 screws. Just press the button and let it spin. Old school meets new school. With this tool, you'll never second guess your grip size again. No more hunting for the one size that's missing. Flip it out like a pocket knife, and you're good to go. Sharp metal edges gone in a single swipe. Such a small tool, but it's a big relief for your fingers. This mighty gadget can show you heat patterns like you've got predator vision. Suddenly, hidden leaks and drafts have nowhere to hide. Turning screws non-stop gets old fast. With a ratchet, you just keep cranking in one motion. Way easier on the wrist. You never realize how much you need them until you actually have a pile of clamps. They're like extra fingers that don't get tired. Cut, sand, scrape. This thing does it all with one head swap. Basically the Swiss Army knife of power tools. Lining things up by eye usually ends in frustration. This little gadget gives you the exact tilt and angle, so every surface sits just the way it should. No more fumbling with pliers and slicing into copper. One squeeze and the installation just slides right off. Why balance boards awkwardly when the bench just locks them in place? This simple idea makes projects way smoother and the work more efficient. Forget pumping forever. Just plug this in and your mattress or bike tire is ready to roll in seconds. Draw on metal like it's paper. Every line is sharp, permanent, and way cooler than a marker. This funny-looking tool glides across glass like butter, and the oil makes every break clean. Probably one of those tools that feels satisfying to use. If you've ever cursed at a spring clamp under the hood, you'll know why this tool exists. Grip, squeeze, done. No busted knuckles. Instead of juggling sockets, just twist the dial and switch sizes. Feels like cheating, but in the best way. Point, click, and instantly know the temperature. From engines to pizza stones, it makes you feel like a gadget spy. Weird shapes? Just press it in and copy the outline. It's like tracing but for grown-ups. No more messy wire ends. One squeeze and everything looks neat, secure, and professional. Tiny wires don't hold themselves. This little rig grips them steadily while you work the iron. Blast dirt, grease, and grime without chemicals. Feels like cheating, but it's just steam. Turns tiny wood or metal pieces into perfect shapes. It's oddly satisfying to watch the shavings curl away. And there you have it. Tools that turn tough jobs into smooth wins. Stick around, because the next batch might just blow your mind.